Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to plunge into fascinating subjects and, well, pull out the key insights so you can get informed fast.
That's the plan.
Today, we're zeroing in on a sector you might not think about every day, but it really underpins so much of our modern world, the global cold storage market. We're talking about the infrastructure that keeps your food fresh, your critical medicine stable.
Right. And goods moving across continents. It's essential.
Exactly. But how does this, seemingly behind-the-scenes industry get so important? And why is it growing so incredibly fast?
Good questions.
We're going to unpack these by diving into a really comprehensive report from Cognitive Market Research,
Okay.
our mission, to distill the key numbers, the trends, some surprising ones, and these explosive growth projections, really reveal why this market matters so much.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with the big picture, the global overview. The cold storage market is on just an astonishing upward path.
It really is.
The report shows it was valued around $87 billion back in 2021.
Okay, a solid base.
But here's where it gets really interesting. It's projected to nearly double by 2025, reaching roughly $170 billion.
Wow, in just 4 years?
Yeah. And then, hold on to your hats, it's forecasted to skyrocket to over $640 billion by 2033.
$640 billion? That's quite a leap.
It is. That translates to a compound annual growth rate, a CGR of over 18% for the global market.
Over 18%.
That's not just growth. It's like an economic transformation happening.
Yeah, and what's truly significant about these numbers isn't just the size, though that's impressive.
Right.
It's what they represent. This rapidly accelerating global reliance on advanced cold chain logistics.
Okay.
Think about, the increasing complexity of global food supply chains, the boom in biologics and advanced pharmaceuticals that must maintain precise temperatures, and even the shift towards e-commerce for, perishable goods. This isn't just about keeping things cool.
No.
It's about safeguarding essential products, enabling new patterns of commerce, healthcare delivery.
Yeah.
It's fundamental.
Absolutely. A fundamental shift. So if this is global, where exactly is this monumental growth concentrated? Let's maybe take a quick world tour.
Good idea. Map it out.
See where the hot zones are for cold storage?
Yeah.
The established players, the rapid growers.
Right.
Kicking off in North America, this region, well, it's long been a powerhouse here.
Definitely.
Commanded revenues over $32 billion in 2021. And by 2033, projected to reach roughly $227 billion.
Still massive growth.
Maintaining a strong CAGR, over 17%. And the U.S., as you might expect, leads the charge.
Makes sense.
Set to grow from almost $26 billion in 21 to nearly $180 billion by 2033.
Huge numbers.
And Canada and Mexico. Also seeing robust double-digit growth. It really speaks to a mature but still very dynamic market there.
It is fascinating, isn't it, how North America, despite being established, keeps up that kind of growth.
Yeah.
The report points to several drivers. You've got the complex food distribution networks, expanding high-value pharmaceutical, and maybe most importantly, significant investments in automation and tech within these facilities.
Yeah.
They're not just building more space, they're building smarter space, maximizing efficiency, reducing costs.
Smarter space. I like that. Okay, from North America, let's hop across the Atlantic to Europe.
Okay.
Another significant market. Generated over $25 billion in 2021. Projected to reach over $181 billion by 2033. The COGR, close to 18%. Very strong.
Very strong indeed. And within Europe, Germany really stands out, doesn't it?
It does. A particularly high CIGR, over 18.5%. Its market is set to soar from around $4.8 billion in 21 to over $37 billion by 2033.
$37 billion.
So what's driving that kind of acceleration in, an established powerhouse like Germany?
That's a great question, and the report digs into it. Germany's really robust pharmaceutical manufacturing base is key.
The pharma angle again?
Exactly. They're investing heavily in specialized facilities, biologics, advanced therapies. These need incredibly precise, often ultra-low temperature control. Beyond that, Germany's central role as a logistics hub for continental Europe, coupled with rising demand for fresh and frozen foods across the EU, means they're constantly upgrading, expanding their cold chain capabilities.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And beyond Germany, the report shows strong, consistent growth pretty much across Europe.
Yeah, it's widespread.
Countries like the UK, Spain, impressive double-digit KIGs, even smaller economies, Switzerland, Luxembourg, they're rapidly expanding their cold storage too.
Yeah.
The overall European trend is clear. Significant investment to meet evolving demand.
A broad-based push.
Now, Let's talk Asia-Pacific. This region is really leading the charge in overall growth rates.
Yeah, the speed here is notable.
Its market's projected to expand from around $16 billion in 2021 to a massive $129 billion by 2033,
Huge jump.
boasting a strong PGR of over 19%. China, as expected, dominates in sheer value.
Of course.
But there's another country here that truly jumps out from the data.
And what truly jumps out in Asia-Pacific looking at this is India's phenomenal trajectory. The report highlights it as one of the fastest growing markets globally, projected at a remarkable 20.1% CAGR.
Over 20%.
It's set to grow from just over $2 billion in 2021 to an expected $18 billion by 2033.
Incredible.
And this isn't just population, it's a powerful story, increasing urbanization, a burgeoning middle class demanding better quality, more variety in food,
Yeah.
and a rapidly expanding pharmaceutical sector needing that robust cold chain infrastructure.
So they're building out modern logistics.
Exactly. It's happening right now.
Amazing. And beyond China and India, the report points to strong growth across the region, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and particularly Southeast Asia. That shows an exceptional CAGR, almost 19.7%.
Yeah, as those economies mature and integrate more into global supply chains, makes sense.
Okay, shifting focus now to South America, another high-growth region to watch.
Definitely seeing momentum there, too.
Market expanding from over $6 billion in 2021 to a forecasted $50 billion by 2033. CAGR over 19%.
Again, really strong growth.
Brazil, predictably, leads the pack here, accounts for a big chunk of the regional market value.
Right. But what's also quite striking in South America is Argentina's strong momentum.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more.
Its market is projected to rise from just under $1.2 billion in 21 to almost $10 billion by 2033. That's an impressive CAGR of nearly 19.6%.
Almost 20% for Argentina.
Yeah. It signals not just growing domestic demand, but also an increasing role for countries like Argentina in global food exports, especially perishables, agricultural products.
Ah, so the
Right.
infrastructure is catching up to the potential.
Precisely. That's what these numbers suggest.
That's a great insight. Shows how these figures reflect deeper economic shifts. And looking elsewhere in South America, the report also highlights significant growth in Colombia, Peru, Chile, all contributing to that strong regional trajectory.
A region really building out capacity.
Okay, moving on. The Middle East. Cold storage here generated nearly $5 billion in 2021,
Okay.
projected to reach over $32 billion by 2033. The CER is closer to 17%. Still very respectable.
Still substantial, absolutely.
Saudi Arabia, Turkey, the UAE, significant players in this regional expansion.
Yeah, and the growth in the Middle East, while maybe a slightly lower CAGR than some other emerging spots, is still very significant.
Right.
A lot of this is driven by ambitious national diversification strategies, moving beyond oil and gas,
Ah, yes.
which includes big investments in food security, advanced healthcare, and becoming regional logistics hubs.
Like the UAE.
Exactly. The UAE, for instance, is making huge strides, becoming a re-export center for temperature-sensitive goods across Africa and Asia.
Fascinating connection there. Okay, and finally, let's talk about Africa.
Right.
This region is projected to have the highest overall CAGR among all regions in this report, an astonishing 20.5% annually.
Over 20% average across the continent. That's transformative.
The market's set to explode, really, from just over $2 billion in 2021 to over $19 billion by 2033.
And here's where we see truly, game-changing growth potential. The report highlights South Africa as the fastest-growing country in the source material, an impressive 21.3% CAGR.
Wow, over 21%.
From under $740 million in 21 to over $7.5 billion in 2033.
Incredible numbers. What's driving that?
What this accelerated growth in emerging markets like South Africa and Nigeria, too?
Nigeria, too.
Yeah, Nigeria also shows strong growth, projected over $2.4 billion by 2033, over 20% CAGR there as well.
Okay.
What this signifies is this powerful confluence of factors: rapid urbanization, rising incomes driving demand for more diverse, perishable foods,
Yeah.
and crucial investments in foundational infrastructure, modern retail, pharma distribution networks, things that were previously fragmented or just didn't exist at scale.
So they're essentially building out sophisticated cold chains from a lower base.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To meet booming internal demand and integrate more fully into global trade.
That really paints a vivid picture. It's clear Africa is rapidly developing this vital infrastructure for its economic evolution.
It's a key part of the story.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, for the broader world?
Yeah, the big picture takeaway.
This deep dive into the Cognitive Market Research Report makes it abundantly clear. The global cold storage industry isn't just expanding, it's undergoing a seismic, rapid shift.
Seismic is a good word for it.
We're seeing sustained, double-digit growth across the board. And while established markets like North America, Europe hold big market shares.
Right, the value is still concentrated there for now.
The truly explosive growth rates are coming from Asia-Pacific, South America, and especially Africa, as they build out critical infrastructure.
That's the dynamic.
This isn't just specialized storage. It's becoming a foundational necessity for, well, a growing number of global requirements, touching everything from your dinner table to life-saving medicines.
Absolutely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, think about the future. This explosive demand raises some critical questions.
Like what?
Well, what innovations in energy efficiency and sustainable refrigeration will be absolutely crucial to power this massive expansion without, huge environmental costs?
Good point. Sustainability.
How will those last-mile delivery challenges be overcome, especially in increasingly dense urban areas globally?
Tricky.
And what role will advanced tech, AI, blockchain play in managing these increasingly complex global temperature-controlled supply chains? The future of global commerce, maybe even global well-being, might just depend on how effectively we scale these cold storage solutions while also seriously addressing their environmental footprint.
That's a powerful thought to end on, isn't it? It really highlights how interconnected everything is, how something like cold storage underpins so much.
It really does.
We encourage you to keep exploring, keep connecting the dots in your own understanding of the world. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.